started only earlier moments ago. We planted ourselves here with our battle flag and commander and weaponry here. As you see here, I'm on the beachhead, Kailua Bay. I set out more than an hour ago from my homestead, and I've been chanting Nam Japa and Nam Kirtan intermittently, and also live Harikatha and Leela Katha of the identity and pastimes of Sri Guru Nisai and Gauranga. And that is what we've been chronicling here. So this is perhaps only the first strike in a wider movement that is sweeping the airwaves and literally the footpaths in this area, as we've realized the classical origins of dance music, which is the most popular genre live, because people love to dance. That genre was in fact, it reached its highest totality in Navadvip. It's the college town in Bengal, India. It's the equivalent of Harvard for medieval Bengal, which was a huge population of the most fertile farmland in South Asia. It's mostly rice fields, and this is the origin of Buddhism, as well as some of the most popular devotional movements of modern Hinduism, such as the sankirtan, which is it's a dance party that everyone is invited to, and it's actually held in the street. It's a public festival. In its time, of course, it experienced some initial government resistance by the Muslim rulers. It was a part of the Islamic Sultanate at that time, and now, of course, it's been after the British conquest. Now it's back and able to promulgate the profound philosophical teachings of the Dharma of Bhakti Yoga. This is the newest Dharma. Buddhism was the last world-famous Indian philosophy to take over most of Asia and now influence the whole world, and so the Bhakti Yoga Dharma is the newest one that replaced Buddhism in its place of origin, because it was more philosophically complete in its component of bhakti or devotion. And this completeness is what drives it to become the most rapidly expanding cultural movement that was worldwide. It was not single to one ethnic group or one country. It's worldwide, and every single country now started a globalization of spirituality, which is a wonderful process, and I'm very honored to be part of it. And that's what we are chronicling in our studies in the academy. At present, I've been conducting very many research projects, in fact, but publication is still yet forthcoming, as I'm developing new forms of media dissemination of learning to make learning relevant for the new generation, which means I think the reality format, reality straight to YouTube, bypassing the content controls of the major television network. That's why the readership in the young generation is all online now. All media is through the internet now, so we can access TV, radio, everything from the internet. The new internet media that's springing up is for the new generation, in fact, replacing the older forms, because the older forms become integrated within that. So what I'm actually chronicling for you here is not only a lone sankirtaniya or a devotional dancer and drummer from Chaitanya's Kirtan party. I'm also attempting to essentially spread this this message of one man with a simple message. Dance to the drumming and singing of the names of Hari. Now I'm going to make a rap to that, because rap is actually a lyrical genre. It's been now a global art form due to the ascendancy of American culture and the ascendancy of African American street culture to the world now. So that's become a global art form. I'm going to replicate my own, intend my own version of that art form as someone of primarily British, Scottish and English, Australasian, that's Australia, New Zealand, descent in Hawaii, which is part of the American cultural landscape. So obviously I'll stand apart linguistically. But not only that, not only linguistic differentiation, but spiritual differentiation. Because Hawaii is where Asian culture is dominant, Buddhism, and these ideas are easily understood and accepted by the majority of the population in Hawaii, because it's already a Dharma kingdom, if you will, using the term that we use. And what I'm really saying is Haribol, 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 oh Haribol, 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 oh Haribol, Haribol, Bahu Kule Neche Neche, Haribol, Haribol, dance, dance, chant, chant, Haribol, Haribol, Hari, Hari. Dance and chant now, din, din, din. Dance and chant now, din, din, din. Oh Haribol, Haribol. Oh Haribol, Haribol. Oh Tule Neche Neche, Haribol, Haribol. So that's what we're about here. We are aiming also for the viewer's relevance. We're aiming for a certain stylistic feel that's intentional. That's of the raw, uncut gonzo era. That is the internet era where one man with a video camera can make his own movie. And it looks clearly it doesn't have the same production values, but actually in its pure honesty, it's superior. There's no acting here, people. This is actually who I am and what I do in my normal life. I'm not an actor. Normally this would be badly scripted and shot in an unbelievable way that people enact things that wouldn't be necessary if you were shooting live. And you can get straight to the point when you shoot live. You just watch it, you see what happens. It's not overly exciting. It's just more realistic. And that's what people can identify with. And that's what I'm going for. I'm going to view identification. I want you to emotionally resonate with my rationale and why things just are delightful. If we have drum and dance street parties everywhere, with the number one song always being Haribol, Haribol, and then Nitai, 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 Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Oh Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Oh Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. To aid this, we're organizing a global tour of Sankirtan music. It'll begin with journeying to the homeland of Sankirtan music, which is Navadvip, India. It's the Bhakti Dharma university town, if you will, the one where it's historically been a university town, and from there the Chaitanya Sankirtan movement spread out throughout medieval Bengal, Orissa, Assam, Manipur, the whole of eastern India, all the way to the borders of Burma in the east and to the borders of Delhi in the west, the borders of Dwarka on the coast of Gujarat in the west, and very down to the bottom of Kanyakumari of South India. And this was truly a massive movement, because at that time India had probably, like now, one of the largest populations in the world. It's very highly populated and dense, so India itself is an empire of about 50 different main cultures. It's not a singular ethno-linguistic place, it never has been. But this Sankirtan comes from the Bengal Ganges Valley, which is rice growers, and very similar to the rest of Asia in that regard. Formerly the university capital for East Asia, actually. The Buddhist Dharma sutras came through that way. Even now, Bengal nearly borders with China, which the border's been reopened, and going to be thousands of Chinese pilgrims coming now to Navadvip in India. Now that China is allowing them to travel again, there's East Asia comes from the same Dharma traditions that originated in India, and so now that the Bhakti Yoga Dharma from Chaitanya's Navadvip of Sankirtan is coming into China, huge numbers of devotees from China are now coming, so this is truly a meeting place of the world, which fulfills the prediction of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, henceforth known as Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj Gurudev. He is the main successor of Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. The Prabhupada had asked him to continue his mission in the West, look after his disciples and the Gurukulis, such as myself. Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you, Prabhupada. Gaur Premanandi, Hari Bol. Tune in next time for more BalaramKirtan, Sankirtan Army, and we'll continue to expound on the cultural movement that has begun here in Kailua, Hawaii, and that is came from Navadvip, India, and from Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Chaitanya. These are the acharyas, or teachers, whose sutras we are compiling for publication in the new social media format in the form of this BalaramKirtan series. We will release the Dharma sutras of the Bhakti Kirtan acharyas.